Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Halo World Championship 2018 Finals. This is day 2, and we are in the winners bracket round 2. Splyce versus Team EnVy about to be underway. Fans in the crowd, are you guys hyped for round 2? Let me hear you. Wait. I don't really hear anybody out there. You guys out there? Let me hear you one more time. There we go, round number 2. I'm strong side up here with my good friend Edelmite and old teammate from back in the day. Good to have you here, man.
Oh, absolutely, and we have some awesome matches in store. Not only have we seen some pretty crazy Halo, Splyce, what they did to EnVy just a series ago, absolutely insane to watch. Even with it being a 4-1 scoreline, it was just crazy to see what these kids are capable of now. Not on the opposite end of the bracket, the EnVy versus Renegade series going all the way to a game 7, and Renegade's just falling short there. You know, definitely a heartbreaking loss for them as they found their way down into the elimination bracket, competing against EnVy right now.
Yeah, and they've got a big matchup, taking game number 1 against EnVy. Like you said earlier, Splyce seemed a bit focused, though. You were telling me earlier when you were watching Splyce, you felt like they weren't playing at their highest level. They're just kind of having fun right now, and they're winning games.
Yeah, I went in and talked to them after the match, and I was giving Renegade some flack for his interesting Plaza Strongholds start in that game 2 or 3, actually, I want to say. And, you know, even with how badly they won those series, they kind of were just doing whatever they wanted. The fact that they were able to move on True CTF so many flags across top center was, you know, a feat in and of itself, something that we have not seen at a lot of previous events, especially when they're running all of the flags up top center. Is
there a time when you can just be maybe too cocky from your days in competing? Do you think players or teams, maybe they're getting too cocky when they're playing at a tournament?
I mean, you can definitely make crucial mistakes and let a game or a series slip through your fingers. One loss is all it takes to kind of start swinging that momentum and that series in an opposing direction. You can see Renegade, that's right, I saw you making those mistakes up there. I already gave you crap about it. And we'll see what they do here in this series, because they're going up against EnVy. And keep in mind, this same EnVy roster was one that took and knocked Tox into the elimination bracket, you know, down in Orlando with a 3-0. So this is a team that's definitely capable of extremely high-level play.
Without a doubt, and Splyce really hasn't lost too many games over the past 3 tournaments. This event, they've only lost 1 game, and that was to Team EnVy. We saw them lose 4 games in Orlando, and in Columbus, we actually saw them lose 8 games total, but they played a lot more matches because they got sent to the lower half of the bracket pretty early on because Stellar was sick, and they had an unfortunate series of events. But today, we are seeing a well-practiced, not well-practiced, these guys don't really practice too much, only 1 time coming into the event, but a healthy squad. Splyce going up against Team EnVy. Let us know at home who you think's gonna win. Use the hashtag HaloWC. Is it gonna be Splyce or is it gonna be EnVy? Capture the flag on Coliseum. First 3 caps to win. We've got rockets, we've got sniper, and I'm sure we are going to see some insane clips.
Absolutely. As we start this one off with Renegade, looks like he is going to be the player to immediately fly across the map. And he doesn't go top rockets. He stays bottom center, and he knows there is a player going up there towards top rockets. Wait for those to be grabbed. That's a very late push for that by Saiyan here, but a great rocket comes out, doesn't manage to take him out, but Renegade with the nade answers right back.
Incredible nade from him, and look at this, Shotzzy with the sniper, Eco's running the flag. We are under 30 seconds, and he's already got the flag back to his base, about to get the flag in, takes a grenade, but they have capped the flag in under 35 seconds. Splyce, they are feeling good. Shotzzy still with the sniper. Renegade running the second flag. You'll see in the kill feed, Pistola Insane go down. Shotzzy going off with the sniper. Stellar is finally taken down, and maybe under a minute, we'll see Splyce capture the second flag.
Trippy's in position to try to get a flag pull, but he is the only player over there. Right now, you see Renegade. He tries to guess that rocket to prevent that pull, but is not going to be able to do so. But good thing here, Eco, he's able to put some damage down and get a flag touch. Nice cleanup there from Stellar with the perfect shots. And now, Splyce, they got to focus on this flag return, but they're in prime position to do so.
Eco's got the sniper. He has 4 shots left. He's going to keep that in his back pocket for now. Now going for that reload. Staying back, waiting for the opportunity to spot any player. There's a player flanking him. He's going to switch over to that Magnum, try and get the fight, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't even need bullets to kill anybody. He'll just stick you with the plasma grenade. Goes for the body shot. Shotzzy will finish him off. Still up by 2, but they are getting a lot of pressure here from Team EnVy, collapsing into their base. Rockets up in 15 seconds. Trippy up on top bridge. Elamite, what are you seeing so far?
Oh, this is just Splyce just running away with this game right now. You see the likes of EnVy trying to get back into it. Saw a double kill from Trippy, from Pistola. And this is like what they were doing on Truth against Infuse. They don't care who they are playing against, Mike. They do whatever they want to do.
Hey, we're going for a flashy play there, trying to catch it mid-air and then thrust back to their bridge and get that flag back to their base. A flashy team, so much skill from this squad. Sane laying down some cover fire across the map as the Rockets had been sitting up for about 15 seconds, but those will go into the hands of Stellar. He is on the prowl, trying to find any player. Doesn't need a rocket. He'll go for the beatdown. Shoots a long-range rocket, gets the hit ticks. He'll finish him off for the double kill. And now we're seeing Trippy and Pistola go down. That's 2 down for Team EnVy. Stellar looking to clear out the cave, maybe block some spawns over here. Knows the player's hiding. Oh, and Boo Boo Doo Boo with the bolt shot. He'll get the best of Stellar, and we're seeing Eco still have some control over at the snipe side.
And, I mean, he just picked up that double kill with only taking, what, 2 shots there? We saw Stellar lose an individual battle to Boo Boo Doo Boo over in that cave, but that is far and few between because we have seen them do nothing but outplay left and right no matter who they're facing. So 2-0 Renegade. He's had several power weapons, but that sniper, that goes off the map. That's actually a good thing right now considering EnVy just trying to claw back into it.
Yeah, good play from him. Pistola and Trippy go down on top of that. Boo Boo Doo Boo, last player, just trying to stay alive here for his team. Gets 2 players weak. The move's coming out. He's going to challenge. Is he getting him to kill? Yes, he does get it. Renegade getting punished by Boo Boo Doo Boo.
Yeah, but even with a great individual play like that, even coming out victorious there in that kill, it's just too little too late. It's just not enough. It's 3 of his teammates' fault, and they are moving that flag very quickly.
Stellar running the flag. He's already got it past the 50-yard line. He's got it back at home base. Nobody there to do anything. And Splyce, 3-0 victory in game number 1 in style, making it look way too easy, getting those first 2 flag caps extremely fast.
I mean, it's really absurd. To the first flank cap in 30 seconds of that game, they did not grab the first rockets. Anything, Renegade took a rocket and was taking no shields, no health. Picks up that kill with that grenade and manages to run that very first flag cap. And, you know, you take a look at the stat lines here. Renegade, the only one going negative here on this squad. 10 kills apiece in a 4-minute game for Shotzzy, Eco, and Stellar. That's impressive in and of itself.
Taking a look at Saiyin's stats, a bit of a rough game for him. Only 2 kills. Yeah, he had 9 assists, but 9 deaths as well. So not really what you would expect out of Saiyin. He's had phenomenal performances, not just in Orlando, but Columbus as well. And so many players credit him on his skill, his shot, how he's always playing at the top of his game. So I'm kind of surprised to see that type of performance.
Yeah. I mean, outside of Splyce and Tox, I would put Saiyin as the next best player outside of those 2 rosters. And the fact that he is getting shut down this hard speaks wonders to what this team is capable of doing here. And you can see it's actually some laughs across envious faces because they know, like, wow, what, we just got hit by a train in that game, and we need to turn things around.
That's a good type of attitude. You got to look past that. Taking a look at the series here, game number 2 is going to be Slayer on Plaza. What is it about Splyce? How are these players so good? How much more can Team EnVy do? What can they do, Kyle, to bring this into their favor?
They need to just change everything that they're doing right now, because the fact that they weren't able to get anything, even winning those individual battles, you saw Boo Boo Doo Boo come ahead at least on 2 separate occasions, but still not be able to get anything out of it.
Well, Sane definitely stepping it up right off the beginning of this game, picking up a double kill, helping Pistola get that overshield, and we are at 4-0. Team EnVy is starting very hot here in the beginning of this game. They've got the plasma pistol, they've got OS, they've got all the goodies right now, and Sane has the sniper.
Now, if you recall, you know, in Columbus and Orlando itself, this was one of their strongest game types. We see them bring that sniper to glass. They don't even like to snipe from Nest, but they love to rotate this weapon across the map and just stay alive. And when Saiyin's ripping faces like that, keep in mind, he's already got more kills than he had last game here to start this one off.
Got to be careful. That barrel was up. You saw Shotzzy trying to go for the barrel kill. We're at 10-1 right now.
Saiyin has 4 kills.
10-1. Saiyan with the sniper just queuing this up. Is anybody gonna peek their face out? Things have gotten really quiet here. Things have slowed down, a bit different of gameplay than we're seeing before here in Coliseum CTF, which was very fast, very aggressive, and Saiyan's still just hanging back. But he's got to figure out what he's going to do here because Red X is all over the place. It doesn't matter. Stellar taking one to the face. He goes down, and now Saiyan making a good rotation, continuing to do work with the sniper. Renegade goes down as well. Great prediction all around from Saiyan and maneuvering around to stay near his team.
And how many times do you see players line up that sniper into blue, or into flowers, into blue, and see 1, 2, sometimes even 3 and 4 players sprint past, but never do you see players actually connect on that headshot when they are running through. Saiyan, on the other hand, that player we were just talking about, got shut down last game, but has already stepped it up and has 6 kills, so 4 more kills already here in the first 2 minutes of this game than he had all last CTF calls.
He's gonna drop down to bottom middle, try and stay alive and rotate around, but Trippy and Boobadooboo are gonna die. Pistola is trying to do everything he can to get anybody weak so they can be finished off, but it's not gonna be enough. Splyce slowly closing in now. They've got a few more kills, only down by 8.
And we have a tweet coming in here. Team EnVy have their work cut out for them this series. Splyce have been on fire, but I believe so. Some EnVy fans here coming out of the works to kind of just show their support and try to get their team back into this. But that overshield grab here from Renegade is going to be very, very painful for them as they are jumping right back into this one. Down only by 3 after such an amazing start here from EnVy.
Yeah, look at this push by Splyce. Just collapsing here over by the corner. 3 players hunting down Pistola. Even a 4th player. Shotzzy came in about a second late, but all 4 players just collapsing into that one corner. Sniper is up, and I believe Shotzi's got his eyes set on that, but he got down to 1 shot, so he had to back down. And that sniper is going to go into the hands, I believe. Actually, it's going to go into the hands of Shotzi after taking down a couple players. Picking up the double kill, looking for the triple. There's a player over by the vending machine. Can he pick up the kill? Things are going to slow down here again at 18-20. They've brought themselves back into this.
Oh, and Boobadooboo peeks his head out top gold, and his face just gets ripped off. And now we saw what EnVy was able to do in the lead they were able to build with that first sniper rifle. But the very first lead change of this game comes at the hands of Shotzi and Splyce once he grabs that sniper, and now he's going to do exactly what we saw EnVy doing. Just rotate this around, stay alive, constantly be a distraction that you got to be aware of.
When he is queuing up that sniper, you can only think he's going to hit that shot. It's Shotzi just doing the most ridiculous things. It's more surprising that he's missing that type of shot.
I mean, that is a hard shot to hit. It doesn't matter if he's zoomed in or no scoping here. He has just such a high hit percentage there. His accuracy absolutely insane. One of the most talented players that we have in the league, if not the most skilled one currently.
He is just waiting for anybody to peek out, just poke their head. He knows somebody has got to be over here. He knows the spawns. And that's the thing about a lot of these top players. They know where their other team is going to be coming from. They know where to look. They know where to just have that aimer lined up, ready to pick up a headshot.
You can just see how aggressive this team is, how hard it is to set up and do anything. They knew they were being charged by blue, but they were not expecting a rotation from the sniper rifle player from glass through yard behind them all the way in blue.
What once was a team envious 10-kill lead has completely switched over as a 12-kill lead from Splyce. Shotzi going for a no-scope, gonna get charged, goes for another one. That'll be the last shot in the sniper. We'll wait for that next sniper to come up, and we'll see Overshield come up in about a minute as well.
Yeah, but Shotzi used that full ammo in that sniper and was able to build a 10-kill lead. Now that's back down to 8 as we see EnVy start trying to claw their way back into this, and they're in good position here, but look at that double back. Such great teamwork. Splyce recognizing where the aggression is coming from, how they need to react, and trying to create those 2v1 advantages.
Pistola trying to finish off Shotzi. He'll get some help from Boobadooboo coming into yard. Nades coming flying in. Hitting Pistola as well. Does have a couple teammates in yard. We're going to see a battle here happen. 2 players by BR just staying alive, zipping around, thrusting. Pistola trying to stay alive, almost out of ammo, and he's going to have his teammate try to help out, but he'll go down. Nice stick from Pistola, only down by 7 kills. Can Team EnVy bring this back? There is still time. There's still hope. And if they can get this next overshield in 15 seconds, that will definitely help bring them back into this game.
And of course, Pistola, a legendary Halo player, one you can, so hard to kind of bet against or think he's not going to come out and be successful in a series. And he struggled so much there, but this overshield's also coming up. So this is going to be probably the last one we see Shotzzy. He got that new sniper rifle, and now he's smacking dead bodies. But, it just looks like the kills for EnVy are just so much harder to get.
Bubu just made an attempt at that overshield. He got killed immediately, so that will be burned. Shotzzy with the sniper, trying to go for a no-scope. 2 players on him. He's going to be zipping around all over the place, somehow still alive. He's able to cause a little bit of a distraction and stay alive a bit longer. But while this has happened, folks, Team EnVy are only down by 4 kills. They've brought this back. Make that 3 kills. 5 minutes remain. A lot of time. We may see things slow up a bit here. Bubu's gonna hang back. Splyce looks like they're hanging back as well. And maybe someone's gonna try and make a sneaky flank at bottom mid. We see players from Splyce over in Cafe. We saw a player here at bottom middle. That's the player trying to make that sneaky play. They're gonna clear him out. Stellar goes down. 2-kill lead only by Splyce. Team EnVy really looking to win this one. It's a best-of-7 series, tying it up 1-1. It will make it feel much better than going down 2-0.
Especially after the fashion of that first game. And Team EnVy, this is a good game type for them. They need to win this game type against a team like Splyce, one of the best teams in the entire world. And in a best-of-7 series, you cannot let some of your best game types sneak by with a win going to the other team.
Bubu able to finish off the one shot. Overshield coming up in 40 seconds if we make it there. That could be a big deciding factor. Bubu trying to stay alive. This is a very, very clutch battle he needs to win, but Sane's gonna come in. He'll finish it off. We're tied up 46-46. 25 seconds for OS. And you've got Splyce still trying to make some pushes. You see some nades coming in from posters. Bubu, he gets the player weak. Look at this, Sane from behind. He's gonna be able to finish off the kill. Team EnVy, they've taken the lead. It's 48-46. Overshield up in 10 seconds.
This is their time. Tie up this series, keep it going, guarantee at least a 5th game. They played and they got it there. Double kill coming out, 50-46. Splyce was up by 10 kills at one point, maybe even 11 kills during that game.
So was Team EnVy. At the beginning, they were up by 10 kills as well. Splyce was up by 12 kills, and Team EnVy bring it back in the very end of the game, clutching it up to win game number 2. We're all tied up 1-1. It's even Stevens. It's anybody's game right now. Even in anybody's game right now.
Even in that game number 1, they got blown out in. Bubu was having a phenomenal series. I feel like this is the best Bubu that we've seen playing since his time back on like Enigma 6 when they were the ones competing in the finals against Tox here. Now Bubu, he's found his footing again. He's found a team that the chemistry is working there, and they're able to claw away at these top squads and make this a great series here. So 14, 10, and 11 from him. And he got so many clutch kills at the end of that game, just staying alive, being a distraction like he was able to do.
Yeah, staying alive right there at the end, waiting for Sane to come to just finish off that one-shot player. You saw Bubu maybe could have jumped back out, but that would have been a very risky play. Maybe going for a trade, but in that type of scenario, he knew going for the trade was not the right decision. Waited for his teammate, and that's honestly a very skilled play coming in from Bubu.
I mean, not only was it Bubu staying alive, Saiyan with that flank up snipe lift to collapse on the players, because not only did they get the kill, not sure who it was over there at posters, but they also killed the player top light rifle, going for that ground pound on the glass, on the Bubu. So he was able to secure 2 extra kills, and that's a giant swing by not dying and helping your teammates get 2 kills, taking that lead, and they completely shut Splyce out towards the end of that one.
Absolutely insane. Sane talking shop with Trippy and crew. You see Bubu talking shop. They're ready for this next game, keeping their composure, especially after that game 1 loss, 3-0 in a very dominant fashion. To be able to come back and stop that momentum that Splyce was creating is so pivotal to stop that, so they can kind of continue on here throughout the series and not have to fight with their backs against the wall.
Yeah, I mean, that is, like we said, a best-of-7 series. You cannot let any games get by you, and especially that Plaza TS, that being one of EnVy's stronger game types, that was a must-win situation here, because you know every single game is going to be hard fought and drawn out, And Splyce, they're looking to jump back into this one. They are not looking to let this go. They've lost one game so far this event. They are not looking to let that continue.
Making it number 2 that they've lost this event, going into game number 3. This is Strongholds on the rig. 100 points to win. We're gonna see both teams battling for this camo here right off the start of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for game number 3? We're kicking things off with Boo Boo Doo making a move already to bottom mid. That camo is shot down. He's gonna pick that up and get shot maybe once, and he's gonna try and stay alive, sneaking away, just trying to do everything he can, but he'll get sniffed out, and Splyce will burn that camo.
Yeah, and as far as the other players on the team go, Trippy, he was able to get that railgun. He's right up there, basement window, trying to get some damage down as he's moving around, but we're on board with Renegade, seeing what Splyce is gonna be able to do to get back into this. And no, Boo Boo Doo not able to see the no shields, no health Renegade standing right next to him. And that is a big turn of events, because now they're being able to bring this aggression here to Trippy and the rest of EnVy.
Trippy soaring through the air, gets Renegade down to 1 shot, but he's gonna opt to go elsewhere to stay alive. And he'll come back down to bottom mid, so Renegade will punish him for coming back down there. Renegade goes down. Neither team with a point on the board. Nest currently getting captured by Splyce, but that is going to stop as Splyce opts to get out of the nest, and both teams are just battling over basement and BR base. Here we go. We're going to see Nest finally get captured by Splyce, and Splyce putting some no. We're going to see Team Envious get the capture here at basement and stop any points happening from Splyce. But
what great rotation.
Back and forth.
Yeah, you see like Splyce, Eco dropped down in basement, got that reset, but got back smacked and taken out immediately. Splyce recognizes the situation, commits to getting Nest, and then trades basement for BR base, so they were able to get even more points here. And then as you see, Envious rotates over there towards Nest. They push back over to go for basement, but EnVy, they're going clutch right now. Pistola grabbing those kills. I think Stellar actually just jumped off the map there for Pistola to grab that one, but now he's got scatter shot. They've got the setup that they want, and now they're locking down the hole.
Big killing spree from Pistola. Got the scatter shot in hand, just waiting for anyone to poke around this corner. Gonna help out his teammate. Not gonna be able to get any connection there, but he'll back that player off. Gonna make a flank here on Shotzzy. He's got first shot, but Shotzzy is going to get away here. He's gonna zip on up towards top hallway. Eco making a charge as well, so Shotzzy gonna be coming back, but Sane will finish Shotzzy. You'll see that in the kill feed. Camo is up. It's sitting up right now. It is dropped down. I don't know, maybe that was burned. Actually, I do believe that camo was burned. Right now, you've got Splyce capturing basement with 2 players in there, making that capture go extremely fast.
Yeah, it looks like Stellar was able to burn that camo, so they'll keep it out of the hands of EnVy and away from that railgun here. But now we see EnVy still, oh no, he was able to stay alive with that, so he did escape with it and secured the railgun here. So this is Splyce's opportunity to come back in, but what a crucial miss, because not only that, he lets his teammate Renegade die, and then he's not able to finish the kill, Mike.
Yeah, Stellar somehow staying alive with this camo. He's got a good combo here. A lethal combo that you never want to play against. He's going to be out of railgun ammo, though. Shotzzy will finish off the kill. 2 players trying to capture the nest, and they're able to. Team Envious, they are putting up a fight right now. If you're a Team Envious fan, you are feeling pretty good about this matchup right now, because I know a lot of people, a lot of fans have thought Splyce, they were going to easily take this series.
Yeah, EnVy is not going down without a fight. Stellar just thrust backwards off the map here.
Second time?
Yeah, I think it actually was the second time. First time Pistola recognized or got the kill there from putting that damage down on the Stellar. But yeah, he looks a little bit flustered this game. We haven't seen him kind of making these mistakes and kind of sitting at, let's see, he's 6 and 7, so sitting at a negative ratio. He's the player that comes out, sits at 20 and 8, 21 and 9. These monstrous positive ratios.
Trippy on a tear right now. Railgun up in 15 seconds. Trippy is focused. He wants to win. Another player who has been coming up in the scene the past couple of years, making a name for himself, competing with the best, and now alongside the veteran Pistola and just making massive plays. Honestly, a guy that I think has incredibly good character. He stays focused, doesn't talk too much trash, and he just wants to win.
Yeah, and EnVy's doing an amazing job at controlling the power weapons here this game. Sure, this is at least the second railgun Trippy was able to get. It will go ahead and change hands, but they do have 4-to-1 power weapon kills.
Renegade now with the railgun, looking for spawns at back bunker. Nade's coming in from all over the place. He's got 2 power weapons now, though. Scatter shot, and he's got railgun. Camo was up there, and I do believe this time it was actually burned. Now Renegade with the railgun trying to stay alive here. There's a player back bunker. Somehow Renegade takes down Boo Boo Doo Boo. It's down to 1 shot, and Railgun's gonna save his life there. Still 3 shots left. Team EnVyUs, though, they've got a commanding lead. What do they have to do here, Elamite, to keep this lead?
I mean, you just gotta lock down these power weapons and keep them out of the hands of Renegade and Splyce. All members of Renegade, Shotzi is just now even, but everyone else is at a negative KD here right now. And Stellar, he was able to burn that camo once again, so they're on top of the camo here, but they're not able to put these power weapons to use, constantly missing these shots.
Shotzi staying alive right now. Teammates coming in from everywhere to help him out. They're gonna clean up Sane. That's gonna be 2 down for Team EnVyUs and Splyce. They are slowly trying to creep back into this, but every time they pick up a couple of kills and get a stronghold, Team EnVyUs, they answer right back, and Team EnVyUs answers back again to capture that basement, continuing to put points on the board. Now Splyce, yes, they're getting basement, they have Nest. We're seeing now Team EnVyUs potentially make a move over towards Nest and potentially get that one, because that is, Nest, you know, it is one of the hardest to capture and recapture because you got to get out there. Nades are so easy to come in and fly in here, and now you're seeing multiple players go into the nest to get that capture. When you have multiple players in a stronghold, you're going to see that capture rate go up extremely fast.
Oh, it's just so much, it's so instrumental, and especially considering the fact how long it takes to capture that individually, your enemy team can come off spawn, start throwing grenades across map, and make it that much more difficult to secure here. So Railgun going down. Drippy, he had it, but wasn't able to put it to use that time around. So you see Splyce, they're starting to put points on the board, starting to claw away at this lead and get back into this game here. But no power weapons in anybody's hands, essentially taken out of the game.
You've got Trippy staying alive, getting shots across the map here on Renegade. Splyce with control though. Trippy staying alive, waiting for teammates, trying to make a move. And that's something you see Team EnVyUs that they've been doing really good here these past 2 games. Waiting for teammates, working together. Look at this teamwork. Boo Boo Doo Boo picks up the double kill. Sane takes down Eco. That's 3 down for Splyce. Last player, he's gonna try and do his best to stay alive. Stellar picks up Sane with the scatter shot, and now we've got a trip cap, folks, from Team EnVyUs. They're gonna only hold that for a second though as Splyce picks up BR base. But Team EnVyUs, they are looking pretty good here. 81 points. If they can hold on just a little bit longer, they may be able to take the lead in this series over Splyce.
But now we see Strongholds change. Stellar had that scatter shot, and you can see in Trippy's last life does manage to pick up the kill. So now it's going to be a trade. BR base and Renegade, he needs to get Nest here. The end of the game is coming here. There is not that much more time, and Splyce, they need to lock down both Nest and basement and keep control and get a significant amount of time, because EnVy, they are just constantly bringing that pressure and aggression, and they've been doing extremely well at the slaying department.
Well, Splyce, they are on a mission and they are creeping in right now. They are playing aggressive, keeping that pressure on. Renegade's charging out. Is he gonna get it? Yes, he does. My God, taking down Pistola, and he's got a teammate here to help capture that BR base. But Renegade trying to move up to stop that capture at basement. Not gonna be able to make it there in time. Picking up a couple slays, realizes shots, he goes down, and that camo is gonna be up in 15 seconds.
Yeah, and you can see Eco grabs one, Stellar grabs another one, so at least 2 members dead. He does not want to turn over this railgun to the scattershot player. That's Boo Boo Doo Boo going clutch once again, picking up a reset into the basement. Shotzi's hunting him down. He needs to get this kill. Boo Boo Doo Boo has been the MVP in these 2 games so far.
My gosh. Fighting 2 players now, staying alive. I mean, this is a true Dipsy Doodle out of every bad scenario that he could have just done his best to stay alive and bought some time for his team. And Team EnVyUs, they are holding 2 strongholds right now, 93 points. Splyce answers back to stop the bleeding. Stellar with the railgun, he's gonna miss his shot. Like you said earlier, is something going on with Stellar? He's playing a little bit not like himself. Missing railgun after railgun, missing another one. Team EnVyUs get the capture. They've got 96 points, and they're looking to go for the trip cap. Pistola about to close in. Can he finish off this kill? Yes, he does. Pistola is in the house, folks, and he is playing out of his mind. 99 points, and this is happening. Team EnVyUs, they have taken the lead in this series. They are up 2-1. Nobody saw this coming.
EnVyUs says Splyce, who, as they come out and take the lead in the series, the very first time Splyce has been, you know, losing games. That's the 3rd loss now of this event, or of this tournament, and now it's been 2 in a row. EnVy doing an amazing job here, and take a look at those slays and the assists.
Surprisingly enough, I mean, you had EnVy drop 58 total kills, while Splyce 56 total kills, only a 2-kill difference, but they were able to win the game 100-67 with that even kill spread.
Yeah, and both teams had 5 power weapon kills between that scatter shot and that railgun. But the difference is we saw EnVy hitting all these clutch railgun shots, Boo being instrumental with the scatter shot, just his ability to stay alive for so long and be a distraction over by barrels towards the end of that game, where they really kind of started to secure themselves or set themselves up in a position to take the W there. And on the flip side, Stellar, when he needed to go up clutch, when he needed to hit those shots to stay alive and send that game all the way, or send it to the distance, he was not able to connect on those shots.
Incredible plays. Boy, do we have a series ahead of us. You know, Splyce, they are going to be coming in guns blazing here to take this series back and making it even 2-2.
And could you imagine if Splyce, at this point in time, falls down to the elimination bracket, how scared all the teams have to be to consider this is for top 3. EnVy has consistently placed in the top 3, but not in this fashion, not through the winners bracket.
Here we go, game number 4. Crowd, let me hear you. Let's get hyped. Team EnVyUs looking to take game number 4. Splyce looking to take it to tie things up. Shotzzy making a move, playing aggressive. Incredible shots already from him, picking up the headshot, and look at that. That is all 4 down for Team EnVyUs right off the bat, and Shotzzy's trying to make a quick play on this flag. Somehow staying alive, but he's fumbling the flag a little bit, but look at the slays. Look at that kill feed. 3 go down for EnVyUs. Last player alive, that's Pistola. He goes down as well in under 40 seconds. Splyce looked like a completely different team than we just saw, and they are going for a second flag cap already.
And this is absolutely insane. I think it's safe to say that capture the flag might be Splyce's strongest game type, no matter what map they're playing on. We saw them what they just did on Coliseum. We saw what they did on this map against Infused earlier here in the day. And already in the first minute, they put 2 flags on the board, Mike. I don't remember the last time we've seen that happen.
I'm having deja vu a little bit from Coliseum CTF, and now Shotzi's going in for this 3rd flag cap here. And they are trying to just continuously keep this aggression and keep Team EnVyUs on spawn, giving them no chance to regroup, giving them no chance to even really work together. But finally, Team EnVyUs, they're able to pick up a couple kills and get out of their base and move their way to pink 2. Saiyan with a double kill, going for the triple. Yes, he gets it, and he is moving forward, potentially looking for that over.
Yeah, but Pistola, you can see in that kill feed, he just gets perfected by Stellar. Mike, Pistola, he's yet to grab a kill this game. There's potential goose alert going on. Should Splyce be able to grab control one more time? And no, Pistola misses the melee and dies to Stellar. Again, he's sitting at 0-6, not being able to get anything going here.
You know as well as I do, getting a goose on main stage can definitely get to your head, as Stellar is running in the 3rd and final flag, but the flag is out over by Carside. Team EnVyUs trying to keep that flag alive. It looks like they do have eyes on it, so Stellar is going to try and get position. A ground pound comes in to take out Boo Boo Doo, and it happens, folks. Stellar gets that 3rd flag cap, but we did see Pistola pick up 2 kills. Splyce answer back immediately, closing this game out so fast, and we're all tied up again, 2-2.
And I don't know if he knew he was in that situation, but I knew he was feeling the hurt there, because 2-7 ending that game. That was 25-12, Mike, as far as overall slays go. True CTF, that is not a game type you want to match up against Splyce on.
EnVyUs didn't even have time to breathe. They're coming off spawn, and they're getting shot immediately. Splyce never left their base. Team EnVyUs always had 1, 2, 3, sometimes even 4 players from Splyce inside their base.
Nobody even got the 2nd camo in that game. That game ended right as the 2nd camo spawned. That's how fast it was.
And these are 2 of the best teams in the world, and we're seeing the game end like that. Absolutely ridiculous. I think you called it right. Splyce capture the flag seems to be something that they favor a little bit more. It's like clockwork for them. I mean, they're just picking flags up, and they are just playing it by the book, running it straight towards pink 1, and they're taking it home.
They are the most aggressive team I think we've ever seen. The only other team that kind of matches up at that level of aggression might be Renegades, but they're not able to do anything like we see from Splyce and what they're able to accomplish here, being put in these prime positions and having just this much talent on one roster.
Now we're seeing game number 5, Slayer on Coliseum. We saw what happened on CTF Coliseum. Splyce destroyed Team EnVy very quickly with a quick 3-0. Over to Shotzzy though here in game number 5, making a quick route over towards the back of Snipe. He's gonna be able to pick up a kill, but Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo, he's gonna call that play and take down Shotzzy. Sniper still not touched. Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo just trying to pick off this kill. Is he gonna be able to finish him? Another player is charging him. 2 players trying to make that charge, and a nade will finish him off. Sniper still untouched. Rockets in the hands of Renegades. Picks up the double, looking for the triple. You know,
it was a triple. He also killed Shotzzy.
Took out perfect. And not a bad triple right there. And now a sniper that has not had a bullet fired.
And that's the only kill for EnVy.
This is Christmas right now, Farm.
And the only kill from EnVy actually coming at the hands of Renegade, killing his teammate Shotzzy. So he's got that sniper moving around the map. Hasn't even shot a shot yet here. So he's going to have this one for a very long time if he's able to stay alive. 7-3, great overall start. And now trying to maybe slow this down a hair. He wants to rotate back over to his teammates, allow his teammates to be taking the damage. He doesn't want to be thrown out of scope. He doesn't want to give away his position too quickly. He wants to catch EnVy off guard.
Renegade making his way to top Rockets. Still has yet to fire a bullet from the sniper. He's got teammates all over the place, so he's able to just freely maneuver around the map, knowing that he's not going to get flanked, that he's not going to get shot. His teammates are taking all of the attention from EnVy. So you're going to see Renegade trying to get some sight lines here up towards top ridge. Does spot Trippy and finishes him off with a body shot. Rockets coming up in 20 seconds. Renegade looking down low, going for the no-scope. Now this is a bit crazy. He's going for something flashy there.
Yeah, a little anxious, you know, maybe a little hopeful on that one, going bottom center with that sniper, trying to connect on those no-scopes. But when you're able to hit it at such a high percentage, you can just see the level of confidence from these players. And Renegade, he had that sniper over in Red Cave, rotated it all the way to Blue Elbow, through Red Base, and then almost went back to top Rockets before even spotting a player and picking up that kill on Trippy initially.
I think Splyce is really, really, really good, but I do think maybe they are getting a little bit too cocky here, losing that battle. If Renegade would have switched out to his pistol, it could have gone the other way. Yeah, it's just one play, but maybe that is affecting other parts in the game. But I'm not a player there on the stage. These guys know what they're doing. They're really good. And now Saiyan hitting Renegade right in the body, punishing him with the sniper that he had before. The new sniper about to come up in 25 seconds. And Saiyan gonna see what he can do with the last 2 bullets. Checking Blue Cave. He gets a call out. There's a player top Rockets, but another player that's stellar is gonna flank him here and be able to pick up a double kill and potentially get that last bullet in the snipe.
Ooh, and I don't think he's been able to find that sniper yet, but the new one is getting ready to spawn, so regardless, we will see that back into play here. It's only a 4-kill lead. We saw EnVy really climb back into this one with, oh, they did find it. Eco was actually the one to grab that. So you can see, maybe seeing 2 snipers in play. Sure enough, we do. Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo's got one, and he, so far, has been the MVP for my series for this EnVy squad.
Boo-Boo checking a 6, trying to find any players that could be flanking. You never know where these Splyce players are going to be. He spots one down at bottom snipe, just hanging out down there, just not really doing anything, waiting for anyone to make a mistake on EnVy. He'll hit the body shot. Only down by 3 kills, though. Trippy's going to make a move, trying to help out Pistola. You've got Saiyan making a move as well. Shots in red flag. Trippy getting some nades. Pistola shooting from Red Cave. But look at this. I mean, it doesn't feel like EnVy really has any type of control. You've got Splyce just playing so aggressive, and they're appearing from every which way.
It looks like they have more than 4 players on their team with how fast they're able to move around the map, these grenades that they're throwing, how accurate they are. And then Renegade here. He's found that sniper rifle back in his hands. We're seeing the largest lead of the game right now, up by 7 kills as we're hitting that halfway point in this game. And Renegade, we saw what he liked to do before, rotating that around Rocket side, all the way up top, back down low, and he might not make that same mistake, or hopefully he won't, that same mistake of just overcommitting, challenging by yourself in a one-on-one with that sniper, going for a no-scope with a low, hit percentage.
Well, he's going to pick off Saiyan. Does have a player behind him. That's going to be flanking him. One up on bridge. Somehow staying alive. Hits the body shot. Can he do it and pick up the kill? No, Pistola is going to get him with a grenade. As you hear the crowd expecting Renegade to pull off something insane. Trippy, though. Headshot across the map. Rocket's still up. Been sitting up for about 40 seconds as Saiyan is going to pick those up. 2 shots in the chamber, goes for the first one, connects with the second one, and those rockets will be out, but at least he was able to pick up a kill.
Yeah, so down to a 4-kill lead. Pistola and trying to climb back into this one. He's got 1 shot left here in the sniper. Not able to connect though, so he's still no health, but Eco backs down, was a little bit scared, doesn't know how much ammo he exactly has left. And now you can see Splyce. They're just pushing from a bunch of different angles, trying to get down to grass and then push up towards sniper side of the map here. Great grenade. He realizes there's hit markers coming in. There are more than 1 player from Splyce over here at sniper side of the map. Oh, and he needed to win that. Great job, Pistola. Picks up that kill on Eco.
He will buy a little bit of time trying to stay alive. Stellar will get the grenade on him. Team Splyce, they just continue to win all their individual battles time and time again. Rockets up in 25 seconds. Eco, beautiful and smooth shots across the map. Smooth like butter constantly. All 4 players on this team, you have to say, they have some of the best, if not the best, individual shots in the game.
And if you don't have both streams open here, quick update from Bravo. Renegades does defeat EnVy, so EnVy, Europe's last hope, is now eliminated here from the Halo World Championships.
Eco waiting for the sniper, coming up right now. Not contested at all. And Rockets up as well. Trippy trying to make a move. He'll get back down and sees 1 shot. Eco just trying to make his way out of sniper area, trying to get into a better position so he can get some good sight lines. Makes his way over towards Blue Elbow. He's got Stellar nearby as well. Look at this. These are the sight lines you want. Just simple plays like that, hitting the body shot. Just picking up kills. You don't need to do flashy stuff all the time.
No, you don't. You're absolutely right. And this is the first time we're really seeing them take that sniper rifle over here towards sniper side of the map, and it worked out at the perfect time because rockets were down and they're able to grab those. For the rest of the game, it's been Renegade with that weapon, just moving around rocket side of the map, rotating back and forth. Now we're seeing what Eco's able to do, and he connects on another headshot. Largest lead of the game, Mike, happening right here towards the end in this game number 5.
Look at them just all out charge right now, 45-33. Eco trying to stay alive. He'll escape his death over there. Just staying alive still, down to 1 shot. He's gonna scurry out of dodge and get back over to red corner, but his teammates, look at that kill feed. Kill after kill after kill. We're at 49 kills. Splyce 1 kill away from closing this game out. He's going for the no-scope. He wants to make something flashy, and Eco picking up the headshot for the 50th kill, and Splyce have now regained control of this series, up 3-2.
You're absolutely right. I mean, the biggest downside and mistakes that we're seeing out of Splyce is just their confidence. They're, playing almost overconfident, not kind of sticking to the game plans, just kind of pushing. We want to shoot, we want to fight, we want to keep the aggression coming. EnVy's been able to capitalize a little bit, taking those 2 victories, and they made that game kind of close all the way up to the end. We saw Splyce be able to pull away and make it really kind of a beating here, 50-34.
Yeah, Splyce with 8 power weapon kills, dominating the power weapon department. 4 kills for Team EnVy. Not able to get as much control, but Eco, Stellar, 16 kills apiece. Dominating. I mean, we saw the moves from Eco there at the end, just staying alive. Yeah, it's toward the end of the game, and he's going to play a little bit more flashy, especially when you're up 47 to 30 something. I mean, you're going to pretty much win the game. It's the charge because you can't lose mentality.
Yeah, I mean, they brought it back within 4. I think it was like 28-24 or so in that game, and then they just blew it out of the water, and a lot of that came through Renegade getting the kill on Rocket Guy. The rockets and sniper going in the hands of Eco, and then I believe Stellar might have grabbed those rockets. And then Eco, he grabbed himself a handful of kills, but his most influential part was the fact he was drawing 2 and 3 players' attention from EnVy, trying to kill him as he was ground pounding in the middle of the map, running up towards Red Elbow, staying alive, and you just had EnVy not being able to poke out and finish off any of the kills.
We are going into game number 6. Can Team EnVy hold on and take this and send it to a game 7? Strongholds Empire, 100 points to win. We're going to be seeing an all-out brawl at bottom mid throughout this entire game. A battle for overshield, a battle for camo, and it's Team EnVy, Pistola, who's able to pick up that first OS. No stronghold captured yet in the first 20 seconds of the game.
Yeah, but definitely a strong opening here for EnVy, winning that outside battle. But one scary part is Shotzi he was able to secure the camo here on the start of this game, and we saw what he was able to do with it here earlier in the day. He's one of the sneakiest players that we have.
Pistola making his way around, but Shotzzy is on the prowl. He is sneaking with camo, waiting for that perfect opportunity. Spots Sand, cannot finish the kill. Renegade will finish the kill though. And now Shotzzy looking to pick up the blue base capture. Staying alive, knows there's a player out by Turbine, and Renegade coming in, taking out Pistola with a quick shoulder, and it looks like Splyce might be able, and yes they do, pick up the first trip cap of the game, and they are going to continue on, playing very aggressive, but Shotzzy kind of flew in there by himself there.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get into that stronghold and contest. He had just secured bottom mid as well, but a little bit, a little over aggressive there. But we did just have 3 players for EnVy go down, and now trading those bases. Actually, no, they get that reset there, so this is a triple cap, so maybe it wasn't too aggressive. There's always the age-old question. Do you want overshield, Mike, or do you want camo? And I think it comes down to whose hands each one is in.
Without a doubt. Well, Team EnVyUs is able to recapture this, but Splyce, they are not slowing up. They're showing no mercy right now. They're not giving Team EnVyUs any time to think. They're not giving them any time to regroup. Team EnVyUs, they have to make quick plays. They have to make quick moves because Splyce, they're right on top of that stronghold. As they're trying to make their way out to pit or to red base, Splyce, they're instantly capturing the opposing stronghold.
Yeah, and you can see just a lot of ring around the rosy going on here. Neither player able to lock down exactly where the other one is. Eco has some help, secures that kill onto Trippy, and now a collapse coming in there. Does take out Boo Boo Doo Boo, so they are looking to get a triple cap again. They are looking to close this one out very quickly, Mike. Oh my, Eco with the reversal on to none other than Saiyan to keep that stronghold and to continue this numbers advantage. You can't even stress how important that kill was, because that was EnVyUs' opportunity to shut down this triple cap.
Trip cap still in full effect. Shotzzy with about 75% left of this OS, so he's going to be able to make some quick and easy charges. We're going to see next camo and OS come up in about 1 minute and 30. That OS is depleted though by Saiyan. Nice stick from him. Points still on the board. EnVyUs unable to even get 1 point on the board just yet. Trippy still alive with camo and plasma pistol, trying to bring his team back into this, trying to do everything he can to get some type of control.
Yeah, and you can see Trippy using that camo effectively. He took out one player, took another one, no health, bottom security or bottom tower there, and now moving away, fighting outside, trying to pick up these kills, but you can see in that kill feed, 2 go down. Stellar, that makes it 3 dead as he grabs himself a double kill, and they once again are pushing for another triple cap. EnVyUs is feeling the pressure here now and failing to be able to react.
Pistola having a rough game right now, still at 0 kills in the game as Splyce continue to put points on the board, about to hit the 70-point mark, 30 points away from closing out the series and moving on to winner bracket round 3. Shotzzy with the stick, does he stay alive? Yes, he does. Saiyan will go down with the reversal. Shotzzy with the double kill, going for the quick capture here at bottom mid with Eco. And then you see Renegades hop in as well to get that fast capture. A few points are on the board. We did see Pistola pick up a kill as well, so no goosers in the game now. Shotzzy making a push back into blue base, trying to get that reset. He'll be able to do so in Splyce. They are on a terror. This is their map. This is their home. They are running around like this is nobody's business.
Oh, and he almost got that overshield and stayed alive, but it's going to be a clutch play by Saiyan to secure that kill. Overall slays Mike 35-22. Bimbadubu tries to escape with that camo, but Splyce has no chance here as they not only pick up the kill, but they collapse back over there to red base, or blue base, excuse me, to reset it one more time here. And Mike, 87-3. EnVyUs, from the looks of this game, they're lucky to even have 3 points on the board right now.
Team EnVyUs have got to do something now, and they have got to do something fast, and they are able to. No, did they? Yes, they got the pit. They're hanging on. There's still hope. It's Strongholds. Anything can happen, but they're going to need a miracle at this point. 91-6. They've got a long way to go, and they are going to have to make almost 0 mistakes throughout this run if they're going to make it happen.
And Shotzzy, he's just so smart with his play. He's so aggressive, being so confident. He's consistently making the right play. Not only was he no shield and picked up the kill on Pistola, he followed it up with another kill after that. Eco wins the battle against Trippy, and what needed to be perfect Halo for EnVy is going to basically fall very, very short, only racking up 14 points total. Mike, they're only able to grab 11 there.
But that's 3 down for Splyce. Can Trippy get into position? Can anyone from EnVy stop the bleeding? 97-14. Yes, they do. They're picking up some points, but wow, they are down still by quite a bit. Saiyan trying to stay alive, down to 1 shot, gets charged, gets a 1v1 battle, but Eco will get the best of him and get the best of Boo Boo. Trippy goes down as well. That's 3 down for Team EnVy. Make that 4 down, and it looks like Splyce, they're gonna get the capture, and not just the capture. Splyce are gonna take game number 6 and move on in the winner's bracket, proving that they still are at the top of their game.
Yeah, I mean, EnVy showed some great signs there. The fact that they were even able to take 2 games in that series and put up a decent fight, it speaks wonders for them, especially considering they struggled so hard against Renegades in that series before that. They found themselves down 3-2, but then ultimately came out and became victorious. Here you see the crowd very hyped here, rooting for that Splyce squad here. A lot of people anticipating this team to come out as your 2018 Halo World Champions.
Taking a look at the stats here, 52 total kills from the Splyce roster, 35 total kills from that EnVy roster, but definitely seeing EnVy really struggle throughout this entire game. 70 points to 0 at one point, able to at least put up 21 points, 121, but Splyce, you really got to give it to this crew. I mean, they were looking a bit rough in one of the games where EnVy just took control, but that next game, True CTF, they showed no mercy, and they ended that game so fast. Cap after cap, 2 caps in the first minute.
I mean, as far as you go back and you think, all the game types that we had, all the teams, all these amazing teams we have competing, I don't think we have a team that is better at a certain game type than Splyce on True CTF based on what we've seen as of late.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, that's going to do it from us up here at the caster booth. Good casting with you, Elamite. Golden Boy, take it away.
Thank you so much, and Splyce are going to get that win 4-2 over EnVy. EnVy, though, really, I think that was as good of a performance as EnVy could have given us there, especially in games, 2 and 3. But that turning point in this game, without a doubt, was that Truth CTF. It just went all downhill from there for EnVy. And I remember we were speaking with the coach Skeptical in the back, and he had mentioned that True CTF was their best game type, and it showed right there. That was just straight up domination. But let's take a look at the highlights here. Lethal, we'll start with you. Your thoughts, preliminary thoughts on this game.
Well, when we enter this Collie CTF, we know that Splyce are good at all the season, not just Truth, but Collie as well. But the fact that they did it in such quick fashion as well. And they had most of the powers, most of the power weapons in general. They kept Sniper under control a lot. But the best thing was Stella holding that open side so much and getting these flag pulls every time. He's one of the best players at hoping that the open side for Collie CTF every time.
And then we go to game 2. And at this point, I'm thinking it's basically going to be more of the same. Despite a good beginning for EnVy, they actually started it 11-3, and then the second that Splyce picked up the overshield, the tone of the game changed completely, guys. I mean, that's just insane.
Yeah, this game actually is the game that I wanted to see out of Saiyan. You saw him with the snipe so early on, just take over the game, and he got his team a lead. But as soon as his team lost the snipe, they lost the lead, and Splyce ran away with it for a little bit, but EnVy did climb back with a flank from Saiyan. So Saiyan, I need to see more out of game 2 the rest of the series.
Yeah, very true. You need to see more out of him. He started the series off really cold. He only had 2 kills in that last Kali CTF game. But now, once again, though, Strongholds, and this is why I felt like EnVy were going to do well on the Empire Strongholds, simply because they seem to have figured out Splyce in this instance, Wonder Boy. So I'll start with you on this one because it started to pile on in favor of the boys in blue quickly.
Yeah, and a lot of it came from very strong play from the man on screen at the moment, Trippy. He was a player that we've highlighted in the past as a young gun on this EnVy roster, and he's really stepping up to the plate, going up against the #1 ranked North American team.
Then over to Truth CTF. This is when it all fell to pieces, Lethal. This was such a quick game. It's like the game started, blinked, and then it was over.
It's a pure example of how True CTF should be played. And you saw it only took 2 minutes and 27 seconds to take down another top 4 team. And to do something like that is remarkable. And the fact that every single time they got that flagpole, they put it in straight away just because of the fact that their spawn killing pressure is so much better compared to everyone else.
Pistola actually was goosing in that game until the very last flag round from Splyce, where he picked himself up a double kill. So just the 2 kills from Pistola in that one.
Well, I mean, but even then, though, I can't say, oh, Pistola's goosing and, you know, that contributed. No, Splyce just dominated that whole time.
No,
for sure. That's just fact.
As soon as Splyce's back was to the wall, as soon as they found themselves down 2-1, they completely dominated the next 3 games. I mean, they weren't playing around. I think as soon as they sniffed a scent that EnVy could win this series, they said, no, it's not happening like this. We're going to 3-0 them Truth. And then they ended up dominating the next 3 games. And we can talk about the Stronghold. We could say that was close, but it really wasn't. I mean, Splyce was in the driver's seat
wasn't close,
the entire game.
Yeah, this Strongholds was not close. I mean, look there, 71-0. It was, you know, a long time before EnVy were able to put a single point in this match.
And the one thing I want to talk about, just the series as a whole, is the fact that after Game 3, I felt like EnVy figured him out. I told you halfway through the series that, like, with Splyce, they're very over-aggressive, but they get away with it so much. And we need a team where not just hide in different corners, but just be a little bit more prepared for what's to come when the players actually approach him. Yeah. And I felt like EnVy actually figured it out, but it seemed like afterwards, Splyce just went into overdrive and just turned things completely around and made it look as though actually it doesn't matter how good your defensive strategy is on how you're going to crossfire anything or have a decent setup, they're just going to walk over you no matter what.
That game number 6, Empire Strongholds, was a game type that I said in pre-match that EnVyUs like to play. They play well. After seeing Splyce pick them apart, I think this is Splyce's tournament to lose at this point. I mean,
they don't want to play that game type anymore.
Yeah,
that wasn't very fun.
Definitely not. I've never seen a team in the Halo Championship Series pick apart other top 4 teams like Splyce do. I mean, that was just really scary to watch.
Yeah, it was an impressive display of skill from Splyce. They move on to our championship finals, our championship winner finals, on the upper portion of the bracket, where they will await the winners of our next matchup, which is going to take place on stage. It will be Tox versus Reciprocity. Speaking of Reciprocity, we actually, you know, everyone in the venue's been getting a little creative with some of their signs and making some fun stuff. So one guy in particular made a sign that said Sparty Hype, and he wanted a rec pack for it. So you got it, buddy.
Nice.
Sparty Hype. Go to halo.gg to redeem that. It is a platinum rec pack. So thank you so much, my guy, for that one. And you just got here, and then the camera movement too. Love that.
Zoom in, yeah.
The zoom in. That's like WWE levels of zoom in. Just so awesome stuff there. Once again, Sparty Rec Pack, and then you can go, or Sparty Hype, excuse me, and then you can go to halo.gg to redeem that right now. But let's set this up here. Tox versus Reciprocity. Before we go to our interview, Lethal, let's get just thoughts on this matchup, because Reciprocity are playing very, very good Halo here in Seattle.
I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people thought. Like, if we saw the Reciprocity back in Orlando, then I would have seen, you know, maybe a clean sweep from Tox. But Reciprocity have really stepped up their game, and they really showed a good showing back in Orlando against Splyce in that losers finals. So I think coming in here now, they've just 4-0'd straight. They're feeling really good, you know, with the momentum, morale, how they're going into it. But how they're playing against Tox, you know what? I think it could even go to game 6 or 7, depending on how the series plans out and the game types. But Tox should not look over them at all, because I feel like this series is going to be a lot closer than what people think.
And we'll dive deeper into it in just a little bit. But for now, though, Points is pointing at everyone. But for now, one person who really rides the momentum, the positivity, and all the hype, as you just saw it with that rec pack, is Spartan. So we had Lottie take some time to speak with Spartan about this huge matchup against Tox.
Spartan, it's so good of you to join me. But before I get into this next game you've got going, I just want to talk a little bit about Worlds, because last year you guys didn't make it into the Worlds with Allegiance, I believe. So what does it feel like for you personally to be here right now this weekend?
It feels good to be back. You know, I qualified for 2016, and I personally didn't make it. All of my current teammates did. And, you know, to be able to get back to the top and, you know, consistently place inside the top 4, it feels really good. And then qualifying for Worlds, like, I knew, like, I belonged to be here. So I'm really happy to be here, have this chance, and, you know, we're playing really well, and just hope we can turn some heads.
Well, not only are you here, but you're in the winners bracket. You're facing Tox next, and as you said, you had a defeat previously when you played them, 4-1, but could have gone either way. You guys had a really good run against them. Now you have another chance to take that back. What have you guys got to do to take the win?
we have to just not make the minimal mistakes that we made last time, you know, whether it be as simple as over-challenging or overextending alone, or, you know, trying to fight too many solo battles, you know, trying to just kind of minimize those mistakes, you know, because those minimal mistakes are what cost you against teams like Tox. You know, they're going to capitalize on those mistakes. So if we can try to keep those to a minimum, I could see us putting up a fight and potentially taking the series.
I can't wait for this. I'm really, really excited. Bro, good luck. I'll see you on that stage. Voices back to you on the desk.
Thank you so much, Lottie, for that one. He said that they want to minimize the small mistakes. And if there's one thing that Tox does so well is punish any semblance of mistake that you make. They will capitalize, they will pounce on you. They do it so well, Clutch.
Absolutely. Reciprocity really needs to be playing perfect Halo if they expect to take this series. I think they're capable. I think they're very capable of rising to the occasion. We haven't seen the best of Tox this weekend, and we've seen some good Reciprocity games so far, so I'm looking really forward to the rest of the series.
Yeah, so am I. I honestly don't think we've seen Reciprocity's full potential in the lead-up to the Halo World Championships here in Seattle. Last time these two teams actually played each other online, it was a tied series, 6-6. So it's going to be a close one. We've seen in the past that Reciprocity can play to Tox's level.
All right, well, here is the series layout. CTF Coliseum, Team Slayer Plaza, Strongholds the Rig, CTF Truth, then Slayer Coliseum, Strongholds Empire, and Slayer Truth if necessary. So again, same thing that we saw earlier on. We're going to go to CTF Coliseum, a tried and true map, a good test of skill between these two teams. And there's something about Reciprocity at this event that has been, I don't know, like rather uplifting about them. In Orlando, it didn't feel like they were themselves, and then Columbus, they started to get the groove going, right? And they even said it themselves that they kind of put a lot of the bickering and drama behind them, and then figured out how to fix their issues as a team. Now, Lethal, this squad, they just look like they're on a whole different level, but on the same page.
Yeah, it's like they're a completely different team compared to Orlando. Orlando, they didn't fix as many mistakes they would like. They weren't feeling like themselves. Columbus, 2 weeks beforehand, they changed their work ethic and said, right, actually, guys, you know what? We need to really crack on and really get on with this, because if you want to take this seriously, you know, we haven't got really too long to prepare. They showed that in Columbus. And now coming into this event now, they've showed a huge improvement from, you know, only getting a couple games dropped against the top 6 teams to now beating straight ripping 4-0 coming into this winners semi-finals. So now I'm thinking to myself, well, now that they've minimized so many mistakes, can they really compete with Tox? And I think now, compared to before, I would have said no, but now I really think they can. I don't think it's going to be one of those situations where they're going to struggle to take a game or two. I reckon most of these games will be really close, and Tox will have to step up their game and bring in that Championship Sunday game now so they can actually make it there.
We've talked a lot about Reciprocity, but you know, you got to give some love to Tox. Of course, I've repeated and I'll keep on saying it, you're 2-time Halo World Champions looking to defend the crown here in Seattle. Frosty is a difference maker for this team, and you know, I think Clutch and Wonderboy, you guys will agree with me that if he's showing up, this team is near unstoppable.
Him and Royal too, certainly the players for Tox Gaming. If you get the weapons in their hands and you keep them out of the hands of the enemy team, more often than not, Optic Gaming, CLG, or Tox Gaming, whoever it is, whatever the name is, they're going to come out on top.
Yeah, I think Tox knows what's at stake here. They do not want to go to the losers bracket. They want to win this tournament through the winners bracket, as they've done in the past 2 World Championships. Tox, this is the series where they're going to buckle down. They're turning that car out of cruise control and into manual.
Oh, I like that. I like that quite a bit. All right, so the time for talk is over. We need some quick predictions here before we go to the break and get into this game. And I know this is actually a tough one to call. So I'll go down the line. Lethal, we'll start with you. Who do you got?
I was hoping you wouldn't start with me, because actually this is a series where, you know, it's going to be a slobber knocker. You know, this is going to be seriously close, but I reckon it's going to be a 4-2 or 4-3 to Tox. But depending on how Reciprocity play, it could be the other way around, but I reckon it's going to be Tox for this one.
Clutch? I already know who you're going for, Clutch, but you don't.
You already know. I'm a favorites guy. Not. All right, this is what's going to happen this series. Tox, they're done playing around. They just watched Splyce have some very dominant games against EnVy. They want to do the same. I think Tox is going to 4-1 them, possibly 4-0. I think Reciprocity is good. I think they'll have a chance in the losers bracket, but they're going there.
I mean, how can you argue with that? I'm with Wes. 4-1, 4-1 tops.
Okay, so the desk is in this, on the same page. It is going to be Tox that moves forward, but we got some people in the crowd who are disagreeing with you. And there's one thing that Clutch likes to do, and Wonder Boy as well, is just destroy dreams. Okay, so that's going to do it for the breakdown here, but we do want to let you guys know about a cool thing that's going to be taking place tomorrow. If you're watching on Mixer, you can actually get the Halo 5 Guardians Voices of War Rec Pack. They will be granted to everyone who is logged in and watching on the Mixer stream. After the stream, notifications will be sent out to everyone regarding the mix pot, and essentially it takes a few days to show up in game. No further action is needed. So all you got to do is just link your accounts on Mixer, and then you can just watch the finals there, and you will get a free Voices of War rec pack. I'm actually going to do that because I don't have the voice pack, and I'm a huge fan of Nathan Fillion, so I'm a big Buck fan, so
Dan,
I got to get that voice pack.
Dan, you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
From the hip.
Hey, you kind of sound like him. There you go. You got it, buddy. You have a future. You have a future, because this isn't working out. All right. Wow. Gentlemen, thank you so much for the time on the desk here, but we just saw Splyce. Well, they gave the boys in blue a run for their money, and Splyce are now moving forward in this competition, while EnVy will take a trip to the lower bracket. Meanwhile, next up, it's going to be a matchup with two fan favorites. It will be Tox up against Reciprocity. Don't miss it. Plenty more Halo to come.